Hi there, my name is Janet Gershensiegel, and I'm the Lonely Writer. This is serious social media help for the independent author who is defined as the author who does not yet have an agent. I am a master's degree candidate at Quinnipiac University, and this is my capstone project. Today I'm going to be talking about choosing an editor. Now you might need to go with someone who is less expensive or the only person who you know, but if you've got a choice in the matter, I hope you choose carefully as an independent writer. First off, this is a business relationship. So do yourself a favor and write a contract. There's a pretty good sample copy editing contract here at copyediting.com. But be sure to change the contract to indicate that, first off, the laws of your own state apply. You want your own state so you don't have to travel if you need to sue this person. And clarify that it's editing rather than copy editing you're looking for, unless, of course, you're also contracting for copy editing services. To work with an editor. Job one, of course, be your usual courteous and professional self. I don't think that should be mentioned, but I'm afraid sometimes it has to be. Editors are a more professional group than beta readers, and what I mean is that this is a profession and you pay these people, as opposed to beta readers being amateurish. Please don't think I don't like beta readers, because I love them. But at any rate, editors are people who you hire. They're going to perhaps do some copy editing where they're going to check for typos and whatnot, but there should always be a last pass by a proofreader before you publish no matter what, and your editor really has a different role. Working for an editor is partly to check for continuity, although again, that's a beta reader job. But for an editor, they're mainly going to be reading with an audience in mind. They are a good enhancement to the work of a beta reader, and they are a very good idea for one pass before you send your work out to publishers and agents for querying. Why would you want to do that when you know that there's going to be an editor at the publishing house? Well, you want to do that because you're going to be putting your best foot forward. You really don't want your work to be rejected by a publisher or an agent on a technicality. And if it's loaded with typos and continuity errors, then that's exactly what's going to happen. So hire an editor and have that peace of mind. Now, the best way to get an editor is by doing some research. So ask some people you know who've been published. And this includes your online friends, because your editor doesn't have to live in the same town as you anymore. They don't even have to live in the same country. But you will be best served by someone who is a native speaker of the language that your book is written in. And I want to add another caveat to that, which is that if you're writing in the United States and you're writing for an American audience, that an Australian editor is going to be somewhat helpful, but there are going to be some difference in terms of idioms and spelling. So you might do better if you can get an editor at least within your country. You want to work with someone on a sample chapter to see how they do. Do you get along? I mean, that's pretty important. This is an important business relationship for you. Are the editor's suggestions reasonable? Are they slow? Does it seem to cost too much for what you are getting from them? Writer Beware says, editors should not charge by the word or by the page. They should charge by the word or the page. They should not be charging by the hour, because that's open to abuse. They should also not be asking for a percentage of your royalties, as they are not creators of your work. See acccrispin.blogspot.com for more information on this. But essentially what you're looking for is an editor to charge you either by the word or the page, because that gives you an idea of exactly what they're working on, as opposed to an hourly rate. Economizing on editing, you will get what you pay for if you go cheap, but if you're absolutely stuck for funds, try a local college or university. But don't just put up a bunch of flyers to try to get an English major. Instead, it's better to go to a professor, talk to this person, ask them who their better students are, and who is looking to maybe make a little cash. If you want to continue the relationship, then tell other people that you like your editor so that that person can get more work. No matter what you spend on editing, please recommend that person wherever they wish, whether it's LinkedIn, Yelp, or some other place. Be kind, be helpful to this person, and you can start a lasting relationship with them for years to come that would benefit both of you. And if you can thank them in your work, please do so. Finally, this is Janet Gershensiegel for The Lonely Writer, because an independent writer never has to be alone. Thank you so much for listening.